press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, so under mathematics today I am going to teach you a new topic, coordinate geometry. It is one of the new introduction to you. I think you might have heard these words earlier, but in detail we will study the coordinate geometry. First, let us understand, so what is coordinate geometry? So now, see, you have studied number line in your previous classes. So in a number line, so there will be 0 in the middle. So 1, 2, 3 in the, so what is called in the right side of the line, 3 like this, and if you come to the negative direction, 1, 2, 3 etc. minus 1, 2, 3. So this is the number line. See, the number line useful for to understand the position of numbers, and it is written on a line. So if I say the position of 3 on the line, we can immediately say after 0, so 1, 2 and then we will get 3. So if I say any point, 3.4 means it is lying between 3 and 4 on the number line. We will understand that. So similarly, so what is the practical application of this? If you are traveling from say from Davangere to Chitradurga, let us say, so while moving on the vehicle, if you see any milestone or kilometer stone by the side of the road, so Chitradurga 30 kilometers, 26 kilometers, likewise you will immediately understand, so exactly where I am on the road from Davangere to Chitradurga. So actually the application of number line system is used there to marking of kilometers. You may see a display board, so the next city or place is so much of kilometers, or you can see a kilometer stone. So those things are normal which you have seen. Suppose this is only along the road or along the line. This is known as, this is one dimensional. If something is left side of the road, some 3-4 kilometers, 1 or 2 kilometers on right side of the road, so you will not be able to exactly tell where it is. So there are situations where we require this is what we call with a single reference. That means soon after you see a kilometer stone, you will say where exactly I am, how much I have travelled from Chitradurga, and so, or how much I have already travelled from Davangere, so how much I have yet to travel to the next place. So this is single reference. So what happens? Sometimes one reference is not required to locate any correct position. So I will tell you what it is. Suppose if you have to visit one of your friend's house on a Sunday, let us say, and these are the one of his colony where his residence is situated, your friend's residence, this is the colony and these are the houses. So let us say I will bifurcate this, I will bifurcate this, I will bifurcate this, I will bifurcate this. Now suppose if I draw lines like this, you please carefully observe what I am saying. So this is how the residential colony is constructed. Each of these rectangles will represent a, say I will extend this further. Say it is like this. Okay, so these are the, suppose if this is known as first, these are the roads. So this is residence, say I will remove this, you should not get confusion. Now so these are big sites. Let us say this is house number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is first cross, this is second cross, this is third cross. So there may be number of crosses also. This is 6 and then so 1 to 5. Now so here if I say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and so on, let us say. And if this is the main road, let us presume this is one of the main road. This is main road. So, and let us presume this 16th is your friend's residence and this is 16. So, if your friend call you to visit his house on a Sunday, and in what type you will address, you will say this is, say, Siddaganga colony. Now, in Siddaganga colony, my residence is there, you come and meet. If you simply say Siddaganga colony, you may have to go and search all these houses. So, if he says Siddaganga colony house number 16 also, you will not be knowing in which cross the house is there. So, then you may have to go round each one of these crosses and search for the house number. If he says the address as Siddaganga colony, second cross, house number 16. If he says like this, you need not have to search it. Straight away you can enter into second cross. From second cross, if you look left and right, you will get. So if he says second cross, after you enter, it will be on the left side or right side. So it is easy for to locate the house. So this, what are the two references here? So on a number line, there is one reference, that is a 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, minus 0.7, likewise along the line one reference is there. Here we have used two references. One is the cross and the house number or main road. So this may be a fourth main road. fourth main road, you enter the fourth main road, on fourth main road, second cross. So, multiple references we have. So, one main road and the cross road. So, you will get my house. You come in the fourth main road and enter into second cross, you will get my house. So, my house is house number 16. So, if such thing is there, we tell it as two references. So, that is one main road and cross road. So, these are the two references. So, now I will give you one more example to you. See, on a vacation day, if you happen to visit a film theater with your parents, suppose after entering into the film theater with your ticket, so the seats will be arranged like this. These are the seats. So they will be in a row. You have seen these things. So they will be in a row. So these are the seats. So now these rows will be numbered as A row, B row, C row, D row, and so on. And the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Again here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So in each row, this is known as the row, one row. In each row, the same numbers will be there. Suppose if your ticket is having, say, my ticket is D, say 13. D13 is your ticket. It is having two references. One, your seat number is 13 in D row. So what you have to do is, you have to go to D row, and this is the walking passage when you enter the theater, and from there you have to go up to 13th seat. So this is the 13th seat. This is 1, 2, and 13th. So here we are using two references to locate our seat. So this is your allotted seat. So this is known as the coordinate system. So that means what we do is, to locate a point we use two measurements. So one is along the row and another one is along the column. So main road and cross road. Likewise. So this system we use, two references are used in this system, and based on that principle this coordinate geometry is built. So here what we do, we have to learn so many terms in this. You understand this. What we do is, for those references we use two number lines which are placed perpendicular to each other. So one is vertical and another one is horizontal. So we call this as x dash x, and this is y dash. These are nothing but a number line, one number line which is horizontal. This is obviously 0 point, and from here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3. So 0 to backward, as in the case of number line, it is -1, -2, -3, and so on. And this is a vertical line. In this, the upward direction is positive. We call it as 1, 2, 3, and this is along the vertical line, we call it as again -1, -2, -3. -1, -2, -3. So here we have to understand some new terms here. See here, this is on a plane. On a plane, two reference lines are drawn. So one is horizontal and the another one is vertical. So these two lines are called as axis. Axis. AXES. Axis. Axis is the plural of AXIS. So that is x dash, x dash, y dash. X axis is the horizontal axis. Horizontal axis. AXIS. And y dash is the vertical axis. Vertical axis. So these two are called, put together, axis. AXES, axis you can say, axis. So these two intersect at right angle. So here it is 90 degree, 90 degree. So these x horizontal line and y dash vertical line in a plane for location of any point. This is the system. The system is known as the coordinate system. Coordinate system. It is also known as Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system. Suppose if I have any point, let us say on this plane. On this plane. So as I told you, we will go to row D in a film theater, and along the row we will locate our seat. Locate our seat. That is row, and then we will look vertically to find out the location. So likewise, if you have any point on this plane, that point will be, each one of that point will be, say this is the point P. So that point will be identified with the help of two measurements. So two distances. Suppose this is, I will draw a line here, vertical line and a horizontal line. You observe this. So this point P, you observe this point. If I call this as point P, it is having, this is 0, 2 units from here to here, 1 unit, from here to here, 2 units. 2 units away from y axis, we write it first, and it is 1, 2, 3 units away from x axis. We put a bracket. So this is known as ordered pair. So P, we write it as P23. If distance is x, and this vertical distance from here to here it is y, say you have this in mind. X is known as the abscissa, 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 and this y is known as ordinate. These are the terms you should remember always, ordinate. So now I will define those words. Abscissa is the the perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance of any point P from the y-axis. It is denoted by x. So we write it as in generally Pxy. Pxy. So this is the order pair of any point. X is known as the ordinate or x coordinate. X coordinate, or otherwise it is known as abscissa. 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 And this y is known as ordinate. So how we define it? X axis or abscissa is the distance of any perpendicular distance of any point P from the y axis. You can see this is the distance from the y axis, and the ordinate is the perpendicular distance of point P from the x axis. From x axis, this distance. So this is how we mark the points. So before that, I will tell you some more things. See, this in the coordinate system. So this is x-axis is the horizontal line. It is known as the x-axis. Y-y is the vertical line. It is known as the y-axis. So these two lines divide the entire plane into four parts. You can see here x, o, y part, this part, and this is y, o, x dash, this part. So from here we call it as first quadrant. So in the anti-clockwise direction we call this as second quadrant, and this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. So the two axes in a coordinate system will divide the area into four quadrants, and you observe here, if P is in the first quadrant, as for the readings on the x OX line, you can see these are positive. So therefore this is positive and this is positive. Y is also positive. If you come to this location, if I want to locate any point here, x coordinate is negative, you can see minus value. So here the x coordinate P value, he will be, this is x will be negative and y will be positive. So here I will write P will be like this, both positive in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, x is negative. First always it is x and then y. X represents distance of point from the y axis, this distance, horizontal distance. Y represents the vertical distance. And in the fourth quadrant, x will be, you can see this is also negative, this is also negative. So these are negative. So above the x axis these are positive, below the x axis along y axis minus. Therefore here both are negative, here minus. X is minus, y is minus. So here in this quadrant P will be, in the fourth quadrant P will be, x is positive, y is negative. You can see this, x is positive, y is negative. So you have to understand these things. Number one, there are two coordinates, they are intersecting at right angle. 90 degree, and they are intersecting at the point. This point is known as, the two lines are intersecting, and this point it is on x-axis as well as y-axis. So this point is known as 0, 0, because its distance from x-axis is 0, y-axis is 0, because it is on both the axes. So therefore, it's the ordered pair of origin is origin. We call this point O as origin. Origin O. So it is, we represent as 0, 0, O, 0, 0. So x-axis, y-axis, origin, that divide the entire coordinate plane. This is known as the Cartesian coordinate system. In this Cartesian coordinate system, Cartesian coordinate system means this entire thing, x-axis and y-axis, one quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, commencing from XOY in the anti-clockwise direction. Remember, you should not put first quadrant, second quadrant below. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So next, if any point P is called as XY, PXY, then X is the distance of that point from the y-axis, and Y is the distance of that point from the x-axis. X is the horizontal distance, Y is the vertical distance. X is the horizontal distance of any point along the x-axis from y-axis. So the horizontal distance is known as abscissa, vertical distance is known as ordinate, and the point of intersection of axis is known as origin. So the values of P in the first quadrant both are positive. The values of P in the second quadrant, X is negative, Y is positive. In the third quadrant, both are negative. You can look at these negative signs, you can understand this. Minus, X value minus, Y value minus. This indicates that only. So here, X is positive, Y is negative, positive, negative. So this is the basics about the coordinate system. So we shall have some brief notes on this. A number line describes the position of a point along a line. So in a number line, only along a line we can locate a point. While traveling along a road, if you saw a kilometer stone, a signboard, so signboard, immediately you will come to know where you are at present. So immediately you will come to know where you are at present. At present. Full stop. At present. So that means you will get your location. You will get your location with a single reference. You will see kilometer stone, that will be your reference with a single reference. Single reference. Many times, next para I write, many times it is not possible to get into correct location by a single reference. Single reference. For example, 1, in locating a home address, home address. I will give you 1 or 2 examples. Second, to get into the allotted seat, in a cinema hall. Now I will erase this. Now, you put the second heading, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry can be simply defined as branch of geometry is a branch of geometry where positions of points in a plane is defined with the help of with the help of two references. See here, to fix this point P, if I say simply x, it will not be understood exactly where it is. I will tell you something about this. Suppose if this is a, say, piece of a paper. In this paper, if I put a point here, or let us understand this like this. Let us presume that this is a piece of a land of a farmer. So one tree, coconut tree is here in his farmland. So if this is north, it is like this. This is north, south, east and west. That means this is north side of the land, south side of the land, and this is east side and west side of the land. This is the land diagram, and the tree is, coconut tree is here. Coconut tree is here. So how to say in the land where the coconut tree is? For that we will use two references. So what we say, it is, see, we will take the boundary references. So if it is somewhere here, see, it is somewhere here, then we will take the reference. So it is towards the north boundary. That is one way of telling. You can see this is towards the north boundary. So near to the north. So it is towards the north boundary and it is towards the east boundary. So northeast corner, we say it is approximately is in the northeast corner. Northeast corner. So to correctly locate, suppose a mango tree is here in this position. It is a mango tree. Suppose from this border, if it is, say, it is like this, we will draw lines like this from here to here. If this is 3 meters, let us say, and this is 4 meters. So then what exactly what we say is, this M is 3 meters away from the western boundary. This is known as the western boundary. So from here 3 meters and 4 meters away from the southern boundary, south boundary. So we call this as M34. The mango tree is at location 34. So it gives exact idea where the tree exists. Where the tree exists. So this is the advantage of this coordinate geometry. Two references called ordered pairs. Ordered pairs. Ordered pairs. So we call it as PXY is an ordered pair. Ordered pairs or coordinates. They are called as coordinates. Coordinates of point P. These are 2, 3 are coordinates of point P. PXY is the coordinate of point P. So now what you do is, here at this stage you write this entire sketch. So this is second quadrant, second quadrant, this is third quadrant. So in the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. So now Cartesian coordinate system, you can write third Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system. It is nothing but this type of representation where two axes are there, they are cutting at right angle, and these two axes will divide the entire plane into four quadrants. This is known as the Cartesian coordinate system. So now under that I will define Cartesian plane. Cartesian, Cartesian, Cartesian plane should have these words meanings. A Cartesian plane is defined by two perpendicular number lines. See, this is a number line, this is a number line put vertically. A Cartesian plane is defined by two perpendicular is defined by two perpendicular number lines. See, they are nothing but number lines. Number lines. Number lines. Full stop. So perpendicular means they are at right angle. The horizontal line is called x-axis. X-axis. This is x dash. X dash. Now the vertical one, the vertical line is called y-axis. You write here capital Y and capital X. In the bracket you write y dash. Again I will erase this and continue right up here. These lines are called coordinate axis. These two lines, these two axes, AX, ES, are called coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. Now, see, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will continue like this in this direction. In the negative direction, this will also continue. Upward also it is continue. Downward also you can continue. You can see these 4 arrows, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means this plane extends indefinitely. The Cartesian plane extends on all sides indefinitely. This system of axis in a plane is called coordinate plane or Cartesian coordinate, both are same, system. So Cartesian coordinate means a plane in which two vertical and horizontal number lines are written, so as to facilitate for location of any points. Now, so origin, origin, origin. So origin is nothing but the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. So the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. Its ordered pair or we say coordinates are 0, 0. We write it as O, 0, 0. So why we say that? This first one indicates the distance from the x-axis. The point is on the x-axis itself. So for distance is 0. Second one represents the distance from y-axis. It is also 0. So this is origin. So remaining portions I will take up in the next class. So thank you, students.